A good connection there between Davis, Tyree and also Tanaskovic, realizing that Tanaskovic has a slight advantage against Liu.
Here's the shot from Tanaskovic. Extending the lead by 1 point. And with a second throw here from Dusan Tanaskovic. A little bit short, so just the one there. And the score stays at 6-3 in favor of BC Partizan currently. Anthony Tucker. Lai Katong. Good shot from Lai Katong, the number 11. Another 3-pointers from Macau Black Bears.
A good pass, keep pass here from Anthony Tucker to Lai Katong. Anthony needs to feed his teammate early on so that the team can get the rhythm early in the game.
Uros Trifunovic making his move with the attempt. Didn't find a basket. Back to Black Bears. Tucker left it for McKinney. Back to Tucker here. Watkins in the zone. Well defended by the number 7 Novakovic.
A good help defense there by Novakovic. Realizing that I think Nikolic was outmanned by Ryan Watkins. Good defense, good help, good block. Still a Macau ball.
The throw in for Black Bears with Anthony Tucker. 12 seconds on the clock here. McKinney makes his move. McKinney, still McKinney with a turn and with a shot. Didn't quite make it. Another chance there, and he made good this time around. Mikhail McKinney for Black Bears. Trifunovic to Tyree. Davis Tyree. Novakovic. Number 12 is Nikolic. Lost the ball. This is McKinney. McKinney with Lai Katong. Oh, just missing the opportunity there. Lai Katong for Black Bears. A reprieve for Partizan, but they lost it again once more. And Nathan Yu not going to make the same mistake. And first time I call.
A good defense here by Nathan Yu, able to steal the ball. Uros Trifunovic not realizing that Nathan Yu was there waiting to get the ball from him.
First time out of the match. Called by BC Partizan.
If they go 2-2-1, keep the ball in the middle, 2 lanes wide. Idemo na čoveka, igramo corners 1. Nadia, Dimitrije, odigrajte Gary. Screen away for you, corners 1. Ilić, change side. Last picture, slip.
Okay, back onto the court. Still in the first quarter with about 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining on the clock.
There was a 10-0 run shown by the Macau Black Bears. They're showing live right now. I mean, after an ugly start in the opening quarter, Macau showed a very good defense and a little bit hustle on both ends, able to go through a 10-0 run.
Here comes up BC Partizan. Tadika Tadic, the number 9. Against Tucker. Finding Tyree. Left it for Novakovic. And Novakovic, who dispossessed by Nathan Yu, is back to Macau Black Bears. They did well with his turnover. Here's Lai Katong, the number 11, with McKinney. McKinney in the zone, and well played there by Mikhail McKinney for Black Bears.
McKinney is very little offensively. You see here a good screen actually by Ryan Watkins. The back screen by him, creating space for McKinney. Easy layup. And then one free throw from Mikhail McKinney.
A chance to extend the lead here from Mikhail McKinney. Making no mistake there. It's 13-6 now in favor of Macau Black Bears. Pazin, the lanky Pazin, number 34. The Dika Tadic. Tadic with Nikolic is back to Pazin from the side. Couldn't find a basket. Now it's the turn of Macau Black Bears. Lai Katong once more with McKinney. McKinney up against Tyree. Still keeping possession of the ball. Mikal McKinney. Lai Katong from the side. Oh, a good shot there from Lai Katong for another 3-pointers. The 16-6 currently in favor of the team in white. Here's Vuk Karadzic. Oh, good shot there from Karadzic, the number 8. To take the score to 8-16 currently for BC Partizan. McKinney. This is Ryan Watkins. He has the heights. Just couldn't convert the opportunity. Still keeping possession. Tucker with Watkins, and whistle's gone from the umpire.
A good hustle shown by Watkins there. Not giving up on the play, putting the pressure on Nikolic. Able to get a steal and another possession for Macau Black Bear.
The throw in from Nathan Yu. Looks for the opportunity here. Number 15 is Nathan Yu. Lai Katong. There's Watkins as well. 20. Just came in is Derek King. Derek with a shot here. Just made it. Good effort from Derek King.
Yeah, they're very comfortable. He knows that how many times he has and take the shot on his comfortable zone.
Tadic for Partizan. Still Tadika Tadic. Pazin. Karadzic. Back to Tadic. Making his move. Tadic just a bit unlucky there. And it's back to Macau Black Bears. Tucker and Co. Lai Katong with a shot. Not quite this time around from Lai Katong. Reprieve for BC Partizan. .34 is Pazin. 20. Making his effort there, Tanaskovic.
Yes, Tanaskovic got that size advantage again, like Katong. But the help by his teammate, not going to give any easy shot by Tanaskovic.
And now Dusan Tanaskovic with a free throw. Not quite with the first throw, and he will have his second opportunity to try and take the point. It still stays at 8 then. A deficit of 10 points of Macau Black Bears. Here's Anthony Tucker. Nathan Yu back to Tucker. On the side, Tucker. Not finding the basket, and it's BC Partizan, Tadika Static. Number 2 is Mikavika Uros Ilic, number 34, and Karadzic. Good shot there from Karadzic. 3-pointers to take them to 11. And at the other end, here's Macau Black Bears with about 40 seconds remaining on the clock. Derek King. King makes his move. King, good turning and good shot there from Derek King.
Yeah, good move here by Derek King, faking the shot, able to kill the space for him. Nicely done by Derek King.
Substitution happening here. McKinney back on the court. Likewise, Trifonovic, the number 25 for BC Partizan. And the throw in here for Macau Black Bears. Anthony Tucker. McKinney. Good throw there for Tucker. Makes his move. Intercepted by Karazic. Karazic ran into number 25, Liu Ziao. And there was a foul there by Liu Ziao.
A good decision here by Liao, not going to give Partizan any easy transition offense, stopping the ball, stopping the momentum, so then Macau Black Bear can set their defense.
This will be the last effort of the first quarter. Trifunovic, Tanashkovic, and well intercepted by McKinney there. This ball gone out of play.
7 seconds left on the shot clock. The last possession for the first quarter.
Trifunovic. Here's Tanashkovic with the effort and gets the point right at the end here for BC Partizan to trail with 7 points, 13-20. The end of the first quarter in this match between the Macau Black Bears and BC Partizan. A good start to the match. And the score as it is, Black Bears in the lead, 20-11. And Miss Lan, here are the highlights from the first quarter.
Yeah, in the opening quarter, we can see how BC Partizan able to get a 6-0 start as another short corner 3-point has been working for David Study. However, here comes Macau Black Bear. The first shot from Lai Katong. And another damage here. I think that was by Nathan Yu for the 3-point shot. And good defense here by the Hong Kong Canadian Nathan Yu to make that 10-0 run for Macau Black Bear. And this one is
Derek King.
Derek King with that nice move. So despite the early good start by Partizan, and then once the Macau Black Bears took over the game, once they get comfortable, 7 points difference now.
And we're all set for the start of the second quarter of this match in Group B here at the Seri Mutiara Cup 28 in day 2. It's all happening here at the Mamba Stadium in Jalan Hang Jebat. 4 matches today. This is the first of the 4. Second quarter with Macau Black Bears playing in all white today and BC Partizan in all black. Reversal of the color of their jerseys yesterday. As we wait for the signal, it will be Macau Black Bears number 14 there is Kane Ma. There's McKinney. McKinney has Nathan Yu. 25 Liu Ziao, and already a foul spotted by the umpire.
Yeah, good move here by McKinney. Oh, that extra side step by Dusan Tanaskovic. Easy call by the referee. That's the first personal foul for Dusan.
Back in the action here. Lai Katong. Ball's gone out. Inbound ball from the sideline will be given to Macau Black Bears. 14 Kane Ma. Good throw there towards McKinney. McKinney make the shot. Just couldn't find the basket. And it's back to BC Partizan. Good run here from Vuk Karazic. Trifunovic, Uros Ilic, back to Karazic, the number 8. And again, the ball has gone out of play. The throw-in for BC Partizan to be taken by number 34 here, Uros Ilic. Easily one of the tallest players from the BC Partizan squad. Uros Trifunovic here, up against Liu Ziao. Need to be quick. Trifunovic, here comes the shot. Bit unlucky that Trifunovic, and it's back to Macau Black Bears. 14, Kane Ma made the attempt. Not the point. Here comes a Karadzic for BC Partizan. Still stays at 20-13. Liu Zihao catches the ball.
A good defense here shown by Macau Black Bear twice in the defensive end, not giving any easy shot to Partizan.
McKinney passes it to Kane Ma. Here comes a Lai Katong from the side. Looks for the three-pointers. Still not quite what he was hoping for. And it's back to the team in black here. BC Partizan. Uros Trifunovic. Back to Trifunovic from Tanaskovic. Tanaskovic here, the number 20. Made him his move, but there was a foul there on Tanaskovic.
I'm not sure which player being blamed, either McKinney or Liu Zihao. From the instant replay, we see actually Liu Zihao made the first contact. And I think McKinney picked up his first personal foul.
Inbound ball for BC Partizan. Number 2 is Bogdan Mikavica. Here comes the shot from Karadzic. Turnover for Black Bears currently. Still at 20-13. Here comes Anthony Tucker. Katong back to Tucker. Lai Katong, number 11 from the side. Almost finding the basket, but not quite. Urasilic. Mikavica. Number 9 is Tadika Tadic. Tadic with the shot. Finds the basket. That's more like it for BC Partizan. A quick reply here from Macau Black Bears. Watkins. And 3-pointers for the lanky Watkins.
Walking, showing his range there. He knows he was open and take that shot.
Tadic with Tanaskovic. Tadic still in play. Picked up by Karadzic. He lost the ball to Katong. McKinney dispossessed by Tadic. Good play here from the Partizan, but 3 of them lost the ball to Tucker. A missed opportunity there, and here comes the shot from McKinney. It's good action here, and Watkins finds the basket for Black Bears in the end.
A different story in this game for Macau Black Bears. They're playing a very good defense that allowed them to get opportunity chances for the transition offense and a lot of mismatch. That's why Ryan Watkins able to get an offensive rebound and the 2 shots with 1 free throw.
Ryan Watkins, number 8. The lanky American made no mistake there for another point for Black Bears. Ilic with Tadic. Back to Urasilic. Davis Tyree here. Tadic made his move. Here comes the shot from Urasilic. 3-pointers there from the number 34. Now it's back to Macau Black Bears. Ryan Watkins, McKinney. Good turning there from McKinney. McKinney in the zone and finding the basket.
What a move against shown by McKinney, dazzling the floor here. A few attempts, only can see how he moved, faking the defender, creating a space for himself.
A timeout call by BC Partizan. More pep talks, more instruction and feedbacks from both coaches, both teams.
Idemo prvi out, but team to uđi u kontakt, go in contact, receive the ball, swing the ball on floor, prepare flare screen, napravi mu dobru blokadu. If they go under, receive the ball on top, read the defense, drive right, or play ball screen left. Ako ide driblingom na tebe, utrči za meni mesto. U redu, hey, if he follows you, hero, receive the ball, Tadija hand off down screen. Alo, pojačaj bre od odbrane.
Okay, back on the court. Still with about 6 minutes remaining on the clock in the second quarter here. And the Macau Black Bears in the lead. A lead of 10 points, 28-18. Tadika Tadic. Tyree to Ilic. Uras Ilic back to Tyree. Davis Tyree, and here comes a shot from Tadic. Picked up by Tyree here. Still about 10 seconds remaining on the clock, and he went down on the floor. Davis Tyree. A missed opportunity there for BC Partizan.
Oh, yeah, like slide. A little bit of his feet is actually stepped out of the ball. Good call by the referee. That's actually the 11th turnover made by the BC Partizan. They really need to be careful with the ball for BC Partizan.
McKinney. This is Anthony Tucker. The attempt from number 48, Lau Chon Pong. Yet another one from McKinney. Still. Watkins dispossessed. Number 12, Nikolic. And it's the turn of BC Partizan now. Tadika Tadic calling for Uras Ilic. Back to Ilic. The lanky Ilic. Here comes Tyree. Ilic with another attempt. And another 3-pointers for the number 34. Good shot there indeed from Uras Ilic. Single digit deficit now. 21-28. The shot from Nathaniel didn't quite finding the basket. It's back to BC Partizan here. Davis Tyree with his move, and continued by the number 9, Tadika Tadic. Well played by Tadic. McKinney, Anthony Tucker. The shot from Tucker. Watkins with his attempt. The whistle has gone from the umpire.
A good hustle shown by Watkins. Once again, not giving up on the play, able to put the pressure on the Partizan player. Got the steal. And he went up here. The pressure, able to steal the ball underneath, scrambling. Tried to get a shot up. He missed it, but he got the foul call.
2 shots for Ryan Watkins. Here's the opportunity for the big man. First one in from Watkins. And the second one as well from Ryan Watkins. 30 for Macau Black Bears and 23 for BC Partizan. Davis Tyree, Uras Ilic. The shot from Davis Tyree. Well executed from Tyree. 3-pointers from the man.
A good shot here by Tyree. Know that he's open and doesn't even hesitate. So, and then we got a little bit of scrambling here. Oh, McKee needs to be careful not to get a technical there. Screaming at the ref. Well, he wanted the foul, I guess, but still Macau got the ball position. And actually the referee going to Macau head coach, telling him to let his players to calm down a little bit.
Focus on the game. Here comes McKinney. Now they gets the foul from for McKinney. And the opportunity comes with, oh, not free throw, inbound for Macau Black Bears. McKinney, 25, Liu Ziao. Nathan Yu, Tucker, back to you. Yu from a distance with the three-pointers for Nathan Yu. 33-26 in favor of Macau Black Bears. Ilic is Tanaskovic. Number 9 is Tadic. Tyree. Tyree up against McKinnon. Still, Tyree with the attempt. Dispossessed turnover for Black Bears. Nathan Yu. Back to Tucker. Here comes the shot from Nathan Yu. Finds the basket for another three-pointer from the 15.
A credit to Anthony Tucker, knows that Nathan Yu has the reader right now, giving out the ball for him to take that three-point shot.
Tadika Tadic. Tanaskovic. Is the shot there for Tanaskovic. For 2 points there for BC Partizan. Anthony Tucker. Tucker makes his move, left it for Watkins. Good play here. Watkins tries. Dispossess. And it's back to Partizan. Davis Tyree. Tyree went inside. Got the foul there.
Once again, Davis Tyree, good move here, putting the pressure on McKinney. In the previous game, McKinney was plagued with a foul trouble, fallout in the game. In this game, he only got, I think, pick up his second personal foul.
Here's the free throw for Davis Tyree. First one in from the number 5. And the second one as well for Tyree. He's at 10 points currently for BC Partizan. And Partizan trailing by 30 and 36. About 2 minutes remaining on the clock here. McKinney. McKinney with a shot. Bit unlucky there, McKinney. Back to BC Partizan. Tadika Tadic, what a run here from Tadic. And whistle has gone from the umpire. A foul there on Tadic.
Very bad transition defense by Macau, and Anthony trying to get a steal, but he got caught with the reach-in.
Here's Tadika Tadic with his free throw. We'll have the second opportunity now. Tadika Tadic. Finds the basket. 31-36. Now let's see the response from Macau Black Bears. Nice one from Watkins. Another 2 points there for Ryan Watkins for Black Bears.
Nice ball movement here by Nathan Yu to McKinney. Knows that Ryan Watkins is open for that easy layup.
Trifunovic. Tanaskovic lost it. Picked up by Anakovic, and back to Tanaskovic. Getting the 2 points there. The 5 points are behind currently. Ryan Watkins with Liu Ziao for Macau Black Bears. Pressure from number 20, Tanaskovic, but Watkins made it, able to make good use of the opportunity. Yet another 2 pointers there from Ryan Watkins. Here comes Tadika Tadic. Well intercepted by Ryan Watkins. Tucker, a long throw there for Nathan Yu. Nathan Yu, another 3-pointers for Nathan Yu. He's on the roll, this man, number 15, Nathan Yu.
Anthony Tucker takes his time waiting for Nathan Yu to pick his spot at the 3-point line for the 3-point shot.
14 points currently to his name, Nathan Yu. Here's Trifunovic. Trifunovic as well. Good shot there from Uros Trifunovic. And another long shot, and that's the end of the second quarter, the first half of this match between Macau Black Bears and BC Partizan from Serbia. 43-33, a deficit of 10 points for BC Partizan. Stay with us. More action in the second half right after this break. And back at the Maba Stadium in Jalan Hang Jebat, Kuala Lumpur is the second half. Right after this, but now let's take a look at the highlights from the first half between BC Partizan from Serbia and also Macau Black Bears. Let's take a look at the action here, Miss Lan.
In the first half of this game, we can see how Macau actually take control of the game. Katong has been playing very good for Macau as he able to knock a few three-point shots. I think this is once again it was Katong who take the three-point shot. A 10-0 run by the Macau Black Bears with a Nathan Yu with the steal and also the easy layup. Macau Black Bears actually got a 7 steals total in this first half only.
This is another move from Macau Black Bears, this time from the number 20, Derek King, for BC Partizan, Tadika Tadic has been one of the more impressive players for the team from Serbia. And of course, McKinney twisting and turning, making his move inside the zone to find the target yet again for Macau Black Bears. Such live wire for the team. Urosilic finding Davis Tyree, and Tyree precision shot there for another 3-pointers for BC Partizan. Taka laying it for Watkin once more. Nathan Yu back to Taka. Taka back to Nathan Yu, and bam! 3-pointers there from Nathan Yu. And the scoreline stays at 43 for Macau Black Bears and 35 for BC Partizan.
And here you can see Ryan Watkins using his body to get that and one. The 2-point counted. And Nathan Yu is actually the top scorer for the Macau Black Bear. Has he ever to knock another 3-point shot? 14 points for Nathan Yu in the first half.
Certainly the man on a roll, Karalil. Let's take a look at what will transpire in the second half right after this. As we take a look at some of the crowds now filling up the Mamba Stadium this afternoon in Jalan Hang Jebat. We still have about more or less 4 minutes before the match resume in the second half between BC Partizan from Serbia and Black Bears from Macau. So do stay with us. Join us back for the second half.
This is Nathan Yu, the Canadian Hong Kong, the top scorer for the game so far with 14 points, whereas Davis Tyree is the top scorer for BC Partizan with 10 points. Here is another Macau player, Derek King.
No, certainly Mislan, good motivation for both teams today has been they are looking for their first win after the losses yesterday to the respective in their first match. Macau Black Bears are lost to NS Matrix, while BC Partizan lost to KCC, I guess, from South Korea.
Definitely, especially for Macau Black Bear, where they are preparing for the new season of the ABL. Last year, actually, they known as the Guangzhou Long Lion, and they changed their location, relocate to Macau, but it's the same organization. So good first half for Macau, not so much for BC Partizan. I think the Serbian team is actually being filled by very young players. We can see from their game a lot of turnovers, 11 turnovers in the first half.
Certainly. BC Partizan from Serbia, the lone team from the European, the Europe continent. Last year, if you remember, we had KK Split from Croatia, who finished runners-up to Beijing Fly Dragons. And this time is the youthful team of BC Partizan, as said by Mislan. But it's good to see such young players taking the court and giving their best against the more formidable team from Asia.
We have about 2 minutes before the start of the third quarter between BC Partizan in black and Macau Black Bear in white. And this is the head coach of the BC Partizan, Slajan Stokovic.
Slajan Stokovic, the head coach for BC Partizan, while his counterpart for Macau Black Bears is Lucas Spain. Ryan Watkins, of course, second top scorer for Macau Black Bears, another real quality player. The big guy certainly proved to be quite a handful to handle by the BC Partizan players.
Then another player, number 1, Anthony Tucker. He is the leader for Black Bear team. Ryan Watkins is the new import, whereas Anthony Tucker and McKinley has been playing with them since last year.
Tadika Tadic, certainly one of the better players from BC Partizan in the first half. It's good to see the move of the number 9. A mix, well, most of them are the young players from the squad. The umpires are all getting ready. Still about 30 seconds remaining before the resumption of this match in the second half.
Just in case for the audience in the house wondering the difference of the score between these two teams, a little bit of stats here. 39 field goals attempts by the Black Bear Macaws, whereas the Serbian team only 25 attempts. So that's the difference. A lot of turnover by the Serbian team, not many attempts, whereas Macau has the grip, control the tempo, and get the lead as of the first half.
Just like what they say, stats don't lie. So certainly plenty to look forward to in the second half. And let's see whether BC Partizan can mount a comeback. They are about 8 points, 8 points behind the team from Macau. 35-43. And we're all set for the second half, the third quarter of the match here. With a throw in from Nathan Yu, the top scorer for Macau Black Bears.
A little bit of confusion here as a Partizan assistant coach telling that it's supposed to be their ball, because in the second quarter it was Macau Black Bear who started in the second quarter, and they changing the call. It's right, it's supposed to be Partizan inbound.
Okay then, it's Partizan's ball through Davis Tyree. Tadika Tadic quickly making his move. Assisted here by Trifunovic. Davis Tyree waits, likewise for Tanaskovic. Number 7, Novakovic, and the 2 pointers there from Tanaskovic for BC Partizan. McKinney, good throw there for Tucker. And 3 pointers effort from Tucker. Not quite finding the basket.
Yeah, Anthony Tucker still hasn't scored any points yet. 0 points in this game so far, but he's been doing really good in assisting his teammate, getting his team to score the ball.
McKinney. Macau McKinney. Good shot there from McKinney. First point in the second half for Macau Black Bears. Tyree with Tadic. Tadika Tadic, number 9 here. Looks to make his move. Here comes the shot, and what a good shot it was from Tadika Tadic. Anthony Tucker. Tucker makes his move now. Near him is Ryan Watkins. Good throw there towards Lai Katong. Macau McKinney. Challenge from the BC Partizan players. No foul there.
McKinney thought that he probably get a ball, but he knows he slipped the ball out of his hand himself.
And it's back to BC Partizan currently with Tadika Tadic. Novakovic being kept in play by Trifunovic. Here's Tyree up against Nathan Yu. Novakovic makes his move, and just a bit unlucky there. Still keeping possession. Tyree. Tanaskovic. And change to Tadika Tadic with a 3-pointers from the side there.
Good pass by Tanaskovic to his teammate. At least they are closing in right now. 3 point difference.
Number 11 here, Lai Katong. Nathan Yu almost finding the target, but not quite. Tadic with his run, well intercepted by McKinney. The ball was en route towards Trifunovic.
See the inexperience, the use of Partizan shown here. He's not supposed to pass that, almost being intercepted, another turnover, but still able. He was lucky. The passes were still in their possession.
Tadika Tadic. There's a challenge there, foul from Anthony Tucker.
Yeah, Anthony Tucker, good defense here. He thought that he got it. He thought it was all ball, but the referees said otherwise.
So one free throw here for Tadika Tadic to close the gap even further. It's been unlucky there. He will have his second throw. Tadika Tadic. Much better this time around from Tadic. 43-45. Tucker here for Black Bears. McKinney. Lost the ball. McKinney. Turnover. Tadika Tadic. Novakovic. Oh, well defended by Lai Katong. Saying hello to the cameraman there.
It was a 3-on-1 transition offense. Good defense here. Not giving an easy point for the Partizan team. So he's going to the free throw line, and I think a timeout here being called by the Macau Black Bear.
Army!
More instruction there from Slajan Stojkovic, the head coach of BC Partizan, as the players make their way back onto the court to resume the second half, third quarter of the match. With the free throw here to be taken by Alexa Novakovic. First throw not in, and second opportunity here for Novakovic. Much better from Novakovic, the skipper. And it's back to Macau Black Bears with a lead trimmed to just 1 point currently. Anthony Tucker, Watkins with the attempt. And it's back to BC Partizan. Uras Trifunovic, what a play! Assisted by Tanashkovic there. And they are in the lead for the first time in this match, 46-45. Number 10, McKinney. Nathan Yu. Good play here from Nathan Yu. Whistle's gone from the umpire. Still a foul there by Davis Tyree.
A disbelief there by the bench, saying that why is that the foul? Davis was blamed. And then I think Nathan Yu tried to stop the bleeding. It's an 11-2 run by the Partizan team in this third quarter.
Here's a free throw from Nathan Yu. First one in. Opportunity to regain the lead here for Macau Black Bears, and that hit it 47-46 in the third quarter here. Good interception, and Nathan Yu once more.
And just like that, being surprised by the Macau defense, Partizan need to be more alert on the opponent.
A quick lapse of concentration there. This is Trifunovic. Great 3-pointers from the young player, Uros Trifunovic, to tie the score, 49-all. Now it's Macau Black Bears. Taka. Anthony Taka. Picked up by Davis Tyree here. Tyree, well played by Tyree, made his move and finds the basket. 51-49. And BC Partizan back in the lead here, 51-49. Ball went out. It will be a throw-in from the sideline. Here's Watkins. Taka. Taka with a shot and a 3-pointers from the man number 1, Anthony Taka.
Yeah, his first basket in the game for Anthony Taka.
Novakovic with the attempt. Not quite finding the target. Back to Macau Black Bears here. Mikael McKinney. McKinney with a shot. Good throw there from Mikael McKinney. 2 points from McKinney.
McKinney with a step back at the free throw line, an easy 2-point jumper. Macau Black Bears showing the experience, showing the composure, not even panic when Partizan took the lead.
And they are back in the lead here, 54-51. Timeout called by BC Partizan of Serbia.
Okay, hey, everything is fine, everything is fine. But we received 5 points, 1 against 1. Gdje sam rekao da neću trojiti kroz glavu. Stoji u korneru, nema gdje da dobiti. Viđim. 2-2-1. Lopta u sredini. Fake pass. So they can't heal. Dig here. Pass to side. Pass here. Hey. Don't stop playing from defense. From defense. Idemo prvi napad. Prvi napad. Odigrajte brada, jedna strana za prvi.
Okay, time's up for timeout. Both teams are back on the court here with about 5 minutes remaining on the clock in the third quarter here. Score now 54 for Black Bears and 51 for BC Partizan. Anthony Taka breaking his duck, and with a 3-pointers at that. Tadika Tadic. Trifunovic back to Tadic. Urosilic and Trifunovic with a shot. Bit unlucky there. Back to Macau Black Bears. Taka. Derek King in the mix here. Number 5, Lai Katong. Hit the rim, but not into the basket. So now it's back to BC Partizan. Tadika Tadic. Number 12, Nikolic. Did very well there, Dimitri Nikolic.
Brian Watkins was too slow getting back in the defense. That lead Dimitri Nikolic way open underneath the basket.
Here comes Lai Katong, missing the opportunity there. BC Partizan through Davis Tyree. Good point there from Davis Tyree, and the timeout call by Macau Black Bears is trailing by 1 point here, 54-55.
There was a quick timeout actually previously before the Partizan call a timeout. Macau already called a timeout. So there's 2 timeouts in this quarter alone. They were slow on the transition defense. So let's take a look and hear what the camp of Macau Black were trying to say now. Macau Black Bear trying to deploy the full court press strategy, but not working that well as BC Partizan using the speed advantage, getting 2 baskets back to back and an easy layup late in transition defense by Macau Black Bear.
Certainly the youthful exuberance of the BC Partizan players are on display today. A much better game than what they produced yesterday, taking the game into Macau Black Bears territory now. Here's Michael McKinney. Ryan Watkins to number 25, Liu Ziyao. A 3-pointers attempt from Taka. It's Watkins, also missing the basket, still has another opportunity, and this time finds the basket. Back in the lead here, 56-55. Here's Tadika Tadic. Davis Tyree. Tadic, 25 is Trifunovic. Urosilic awaits. Tyree gets the ball. Up against Liu Ziyao, and the ball has crossed the line.
5 seconds left in the shot clock for Partizan to take a shot now.
Trifunovic with the attempt. Still in play. Picked up by McKinney. Hold it towards Anthony Taka. Looking for the 3-pointers and finds it. Nails it right there from Anthony Taka. Davis Tyree. Number 9, Tadika Tadic. Trifunovic. It reaches Tyree. The attempt for interception, and the attempt from Tyree did not quite finding the basket. So it's back to Macau Black Bears currently. Oh, Taka, what a play. Great move. Picked up by Davis Tyree.
Macau Black Bear players arguing because he hit. Oh yeah, it was the right call because the ball hit the floor first, not hitting the Partizan player or the Davis Tyree's leg. Good call by the referee. Good job.
59-55 in favor of Macau Black Bears currently. Tadika Tadic with Vuk Karadzic. Number 7, Novakovic. 12 is Dimitri Nikolic, and sound of the whistle from the umpire.
Yeah, good move by Partizan, number 12, Nikolic. They're trying to take the advantage. The zone defense employed by the Macau Black Bear, they're trying to find any space that they can take advantage.
The free throw here, Dimitri Nikolic. Success with the first throw. And a second free throw for Dimitri Nikolic. Well executed by the number 12, 57-59. Taka here for Black Bears. Watkins up against Nikolic. McKinney. McKinney finding Derek King. King with his move. Watkins tries to pick up the ball. Instead, it was picked up by Novakovic. And here's Tyree for BC Partizan. Tadic, Karadzic with the attempt. 3-pointers. He did it very well for a 3-pointers to take Partizan into the lead.
He was wide open. Karadzic that there's no one guarding him. Anthony Tucker is still arguing with the referee. He wanted to fall, but the referee won't give him.
Tucker. Here's Derek King. McKinney with the attempt. And it's back to Tadic. Silky smooth from Tadika. Tadic ran into Liu Ziao.
A little bit of a moving there by Liu, sidesteps, hence the call. Trying to stop the attack by BC Partizan, and if you can see at the bottom of the screen now, Anthony Tucker is still arguing with the referee. Where is the call? I think he wants to stop the game. Maybe a little bit of tire, or he wants to sub out. But that's not the case. He's still in the game, playing for Macau right now.
Trifunovic to Tyree. Back to Trifunovic. Partizan in the lead. Oh, what a nice, sweet 3-pointers there from Davis Tyree. 63-59. Ryan Watkins with the attempt. Still being kept by Lai Katong. Here's McKinney. Need to find the basket quick. Here comes Tucker. Bit unlucky there. And a foul spotted by the umpire.
Not even trying to block him out. Nicole is just holding Watkins, not letting Watkins get the ball. And it's being blamed. I think it's not over the team foul yet, so it's going to be an inbound ball to the Macau.
Tucker. Here's Watkins. Final attack in the third quarter from Macau Black Bears. Tucker. Long throw that towards Liu Zihao. Here's the attempt from Liu Zihao. Successfully done by the number 25. And the final move of the day here will come from BC Partizan, Uros Trifunovic. Trifunovic up against McKinney. Still Trifunovic. Ran into Ryan Watkins. For a foul from Watkins.
That is Watkins' first personal foul. However, due to the fact that Macau Black Bear is already over the team foul, so Trifunovic is going to the free throw line.
First one in from Trifunovic. Right at the end of the third quarter here. Uros Trifunovic once more. So just a 1 point, 64-62. Nathan Yu can regain the lead for Black Bears. Well, simply no time there, although the last attempt from James, from Anthony Tucker. So it stays at 64-62 in favor of BC Partizan, Mislan.
Definitely a good game here shown by both teams in the third quarter. BC Partizan able to take the lead, especially in the start early game. 11-2 run by the BC Partizan. As you can see, nice pass here. Ball movement has been playing very well, as I'm not sure whether the zone defense employed by Macau Black Bear is very good strategy, but still this is the man, McKinney, doing all the job for the Macau Black Bear. And here once again, Partizan Tadic showing his mid-range jumper. And then the defense by the Macau Black Bear, an easy 2-point for Nathan Yu. McKinney once again showing the step back, the dazzling move, getting a total of 11 points only from McKinney.
As we take a look at the 3-pointers there from Vuk Karadzic, the number 8 for BC Partizan. A much better showing indeed from BC Partizan, as we take a look at Slajan Stojkovic with more instruction, feedbacks for his players.
They should look to-
We shall await for the fourth quarter right after this.
Ne, ostaješ od i u igraču. Ajde.
Fuwon Brave will be taking on Eastern Long Lions in Group B match. That's happening at 5 p.m. right after this match. So for all you basketball fans out there, be sure to join us back on Astro Arena 801-802 HD. Or better still, if you're around town, you can make your way to Stadium Maba in Jalan Hang Jebat here. Okay. Fourth quarter of the match between Macau Black Bears and BC Partizan. 64-62 in favor of BC Partizan. Anthony Taka with 6 points to his credit so far in this match. A good throw there towards Liu Xiao. The pressure from Novakovic, but Xiao prevails to find the first points for Macau Black Bears. Here's Vuk Karazic. Karazic, precision from the number 8. And here comes McKinney for Black Bears, and likewise, what you can do, I can do as well. Mikhail McKinney with the 3-pointers there for Black Bears. And already it's 67-67. Karazic, Tanashkovic towards Novakovic. Oh, what a shot there from Novakovic.
The zone defense of Macau Black Bear is costing them right now. Once they try to have, it's going to open up Partizan players, especially outside of the 3-point range. They were waiting for the kick out. As you can see, the pass, the no-look pass behind the back by Tanaskovic to his team. Wide open 3.
Partizan in the lead here, 70-67. Here's Taka for Macau Black Bears. This is Liu Zihao, number 25. This is Ryan Watkins. Taka gets it back, and back to Watkins. Zihao awaits. It's Watkins with the attempt. Zihao, Taka, and it's Nathaniel, the precision man. Made no mistake there, Nathaniel with a 3-pointer.
That's the 7th assist by Anthony Tucker.
Uros Trifunovic. Good turning, but well defended, and it's back to Macau Black Bears. Anthony Tucker, the number 1, making his move. And a foul there on Tucker by the number 20, I think, Tanaskovic.
Yeah, it was Dusan Tanaskovic not giving Anthony Tucker an easy layup, putting the pressure. And Anthony Tucker a little bit pissed off there with the way Dusan Tanaskovic playing defense. But this is basketball. You have to play hard, not trying to injure the opponent, but not giving any easy shot.
Black Bears Tucker with the first of his 2 free throws. They're back in the lead, 71-70 currently. Here comes the second shot. Into the basket. At 2 points, slim lead over the energetic BC Partizan today. Novakovic, Davis Tyree. Number 9, Tadic. Tanaskovic awaits. The ball is now with Karazic. Karazic from a distance. Oh, bit unlucky there, Karazic. Still keeping possession. Once more, Vuk Karazic. And Novakovic did not find a basket yet again. And it's back to Macau Black Bears with McKinney. McKinney. And his move, well done by McKinney.
Here once again McKinney showing his skills there. creating the space for himself, trying to keep a little bit of contact, able to create just a slight space to get himself free for the two-point shot.
Yet another timeout, this time from BC Partizan.
Pokupimo tu loptu čvrsto, alo, treba nam odran, treba nam skok. Ono smo popustili. Imamo faul, alo, pravi faul. We have stopped again. Treba nam ovdje lak pored. Sada 3 entry. 3 entry. We play for Eric. Eric, you pick up Jembo. There's the ball back. UCLA cut and spread. Pokaži Duletu I Vuku da idu u stege. Dva driblinga, 2 dribbles. Reverse pivot on third dribble when he looks at you. Go late on back door. I'm not going to play. No, go late on back door. Pogledaj ga na pasu.
So McKinney, not only that he's very good with his handling, but he also a smart player. The reason why he pushed an opponent but not getting called with offensive play because he's not extending his arm, he's just protecting his space.
So on with the match here. Tarika Tadic up against Tucker. Finding Davis Tyree, who finds the net, the basket. Closing the gap, 72-74. Anthony Tucker. The shot from Tucker. Well done, nicely done by Tucker. That's point number 10 for Tucker. Tyree with Tadic. Karazic. And back to Tarika Tadic. Making his move. Another 2 points there from Tarika Tadic. Keenly contested match, this one between the two teams. Anthony Tucker. Tucker up against Tanaskovic, finding McKinney. McKinney with his move. Well defended by BC Partizan boys. A long throw there towards Karazic and Davis Tyree. Nicely done by the number 5, Tyree.
Both teams are trading baskets right now, so whoever got the stop, they will get the lead.
McKinney. McKinney. Whistle has gone from the umpire just before the attempt from McKinney. Yet another push spotted by the umpire. And a free throw here for Mikhail McKinney. Just hitting the rim of the basket with his first throw. And here comes the second one from McKinney. No point there. And quickly, BC Partizan with their move. Urosilic to Karazic. Here comes Tadic. A good ball there for Tanaskovic, and Tanaskovic just missing the basket there. Another new, another. Not quite 3-pointers this time around. Davis Tyree for Partizan. Uros Ilic here. Ilic for Tadic, and Tadic with his move. The main man for BC Partizan, Karazic. Still, Karazic with his effort. Being picked up by Davis Tyree. And Partizan has the ball. Now with the attempt. Yet another effort from the big man Tanaskovic. Ran into McKinney. The whistle has gone from the umpire.
A good hustle shown by the Partizan player, able to get a second chance, the offensive rebound, and then they move the ball away, forcing Macau Black Bear players to switch defensively and occurs a mismatch. So Dusan Tanaskovic is going to the free throw lines.
Here's the opportunity for them to regain the lead here over Macau Black Bears with Dusan Tanaskovic. Good throw there with his first one. Tanaskovic. And the second one.
So it's actually an unsportsmanlike foul. So 2 free throws and a possession to BC Partizan.
So the throw in from Karazic. And here they go again. Tarika Tadic. Tadic being challenged by Taka. Tyree Karazic. Back to Tarika Tadic. Tadic. Tyree with a three-pointers attempt. Didn't quite finding the basket. Now he's back to Macau Black Bears. Anthony Taka towards Lai Katong. Katong back towards Taka. And Taka a little unlucky there. So just a 1-point lead now by BC Partizan. Here's Tadic. Urasilic. Back to Urasilic. Karazic. The attempt from Urasilic. And it's back to Macau Black Bears currently. Through McKinney. McKinney makes his move. Here's the attempt. Repossessed by BC Partizan. Karazic. Davis Tyree. And Karazic now with the attempt. A long throw towards Nathan Yu from Taka. There was a foul there on Nathan Yu by the number 20, Tanaskovic. Now let's see what really happened there between the two players.
So the referee, I think, discussing whether it's an unsportsmanlike foul or not, because Dusan Tanaskovic not going for the ball, instead going for the body. Yeah, it's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul. So 2 free throws for Macau Black Bear and a possession for Macau.
Here's the opportunity for Macau Black Bears with a free throw. 2 shots for them. With them just trailing by 1 point, it's up to Nathan Yu with the first half of his free throws. First one in from Nathan Yu. He's at 22 so far for Macau Black Bears. Just a 1 point to tie the score at 77. 77. And a throw in for Black Bears. As we take a look at the clock, about 3 minutes 30 seconds remaining in this match in the 4th quarter. Mikhail McKinney. McKinney up against Urasilic. Laika down towards Taka. Here comes the Taka man. Left it for McKinney. McKinney with the attempt.
It's a foul called Anthony Tucker with a push. So his 3rd personal foul, and Anthony Tucker just couldn't believe that he's being punished with a little bit of contact.
A throw in from the sideline for BC Partizan. Interesting time here between the two playing, the two teams. Tied at 77 all. Uros Trifunovic. Nikolic with the 2 points there from Dimitri Nikolic.
A good pass here from Trifunovic to Tanaskovic.
So now it's the turn of Macau Black Bears. Couldn't find a basket there. Lai Katong is back to BC Partizan. Partizan, they're on fire currently Such a strong adrenaline from this young team.
It was an offensive for the moving screen by Nikolic, trying to create a space for his teammate, and that is his final 5th personal foul. So he's no longer able to play in this game as he's being subbed up with Tanaskovic and number 20.
Unfortunately for Dimitri Nikolic, he's out now. Anthony Taka making his move. Taka well intercepted by Uros Ilic.
Aggressive defense by BC Partizan and good help there, not allowing Anthony Taka to take an easy shot. Uros Ilic with the deny.
The throw in here from Taka to McKinney. McKinney up against Davis Tyree. Nathan Yu awaits still. McKinney. Laikatong with the attempt. Frantic defending. Still not inside the basket from Watkins. How unfortunate for the Black Bears players. Less than 2 minutes remaining. And Tadic has the ball now for BC Partizan. Urasilic, Trifunovic. Back to Tadic. Good pass towards Tadika Tadic.
Uros Ilic took too much time. Hesitate whether he wants to pass the ball to Tanaskovic or he wants to take a shot. So 24-second shot clock violation, everything. A timeout, the last timeout by Macau Black Bear, as they probably want to talk about, with 1 minute 32 seconds left in the game.
Certainly. Another chance for more pep talk, discussion of strategy from both set of head coaches.
It's mine. Anthony 4. Why? Nathan and Antonio. So go. Why here? So you get Mike go 3 to 1. Pass. Antonio, Arthur, handle. Mike go here. Okay, it's 1 here. Okay, if the Antonio go Nathan go here. Okay, and then you both come.
I'm not sure whether it's the right call for Macau Black Bear to take the timeout as early as this one.
If this player cuts you off, you can fast back on top.
Because Macau has no timeout left and there's still a lot of basketball to be played. 1 minute 32 seconds left in this game.
Be sure to join us at 5 p.m. the match in Group B between Chinese Taipei's Fubon Brave and Hong Kong Eastern Long Lion right after this match. As mentioned earlier, we have 4 matches today. This is the first one out of the 4. Continuous basketball here until Sunday. Nathan Yu, McKinney for Black Bears. It's Watkins now. The challenge from Tadika Tadic.
A good hustle shown by Tadika Tadic. Knows that Watkins got the rebound and straight away forcing the jump ball. Here the rebounds and then Tadika Tadic. He wants the ball badly, so possession is going to go to BC Partizan.
It's good play here from BC Partizan. They really want the win here over Macau Black Bears. And it's Tadika Tadic now with his move. Davis Tyree. A minute away from the end of the match. Oh, dispossess Uros Trifunovic. It's Taka. And that's the 2 pointers from Taka to tie the score 79-79. Now, BC Partizan. The next attempt from them. Davis Tyree from right outside, and the 3-pointers for Davis Tyree. That could make the difference for them. But here comes McKinnon. McKinney, Ryan Watkins, well defended. Oh, great play there from BC Partizan, the Davis Tyree. Tadika Tadic. Here's Novakovic. Davis Tyree, and a foul, of course. From Macau Black Bears.
That's what I said. It was a very questionable thing to do by the Macau Black Bear coach, calling the timeout early on. Not even though even if they get a stops or the chances to even the game or take the lead of the game is very slim for Macau now.
Ball went out. The throw in here for BC Partizan. They gave everything today. BC Partizan coming here for the win. And they are now in the lead 82-79. With just a few seconds remaining. About 16 seconds to be exact. Novakovic, Tadika Tadic, and a foul from Tucker. And now you can hear the timeout being called.
They're asking for the ball boy to mop the floor around them. So let's take a look and let's hear what BC Partizan coach is trying to say.
Yep.
Seri, facing the ball. Facing the ball. Alex. Move. Lipa. Da bude je loptu. Lipa. Girl. No pass. Ako nije strosa. Seri. You want pass here. So they make foul. I can't interpret. Zvuk. Kako je Triba prošao. Evo te ovdje. Alex, kako je imao blokadu.
And it's the end of the timeout. Still have about 13 seconds remaining. And that is the scoreline currently. BC Partizan 82 and Macau Black Bears 79. It's so very close between the two teams. And the throw in here for BC Partizan. Long throw there towards Novakovic. And once more. And the free throw to be given to Novakovic, the number 7. To extend the lead for them. Novakovic. Nicely done by Novakovic.
As Macau Black Bear doesn't have any timeout left, so it's going to be really hard for them. They need to inbound the ball underneath the basket, and it's 2 basket possession.
And 2 points there, delivered by Novakovic. 84-79. The last move of the day, McKinney. McKinney up against Novakovic. Oh, a 3-pointer there.
McKinney.
Of course.
That dangerous, deadly sidestep 3-point shot. He gives a little bit of hope to Macau Black Bear. But still, without any timeout left, they can't discuss any strategy the advantage is still with BC Partizan. 2-point lead despite the 3-point shot made by McKinney.
And 4.6 seconds remaining on the clock here. And Davis Tyree has the opportunity here. Oh, a little bit too short from Davis Tyree. It will be very, very interesting to see what will transpire in the next few seconds of this match. Tyree once more. Still no point there. It's McKinnon. McKinnon. It's the end of the match. Was there a foul on McKinnon?
What a dramatic ending there.
Yep. Dramatic ending in this match. Hope against hope for Macau Black Bears, but in the end it's BC Partizan who prevail with a very thin scoreline, 84-82, the final score of this match in favor of BC Partizan. And Miss Lan, what a great match. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from this match.
The Stanaskovic taking advantage of the zone defense employed by the Macau Black Bear. But here, McKinney faking his way out. He's very deadly in the mid-range. And here, once again, you see how much space that Tadika Tadic has with the zone defense by Macau Black Bear.
Here's a move from Nathan Yu, top scorer today for Macau Black Bears with 22. And of course, McKinney in his element as well. For BC Partizan, a nice, sweet three-pointers there from Vuk Karazic.
And then see the space very wide open for Partizan.